Hello again, I am John Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore Series. Tonight in Season 4, it's round 10, round 11 even. We're heading to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. And we are coming off the back of a really, really strong run at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. We got a 2-3 in the sprint, followed by a 2-4 in the main race. So we picked up a ton of points, and we're now on 190 points. We're just 17 behind McLaren. And already we are nearly 100 points clear of Ferrari. We were behind them not that long ago. So, we've taken a huge step forward in the last couple of races, and I'm hoping with new rear wings tonight, maybe, just maybe, we can match Red Bull's pace. We were just a little bit short in Austria, just a little bit. The rain certainly didn't help, and it was not quite rain as well. We gambled and went a little early for Inters. As did half of the teams with the other teams as well, going early on the Inters, but it just wasn't quite wet enough, consistently enough for those Inters to really shine. And by the time it was, we were so far behind Max that he just boxed off his hards onto Inters and ended up 20 odd seconds ahead of us, having been within just a couple of seconds of him for most of the race. So that was disappointing. But as I say, we're getting new rear wings tonight. Hopefully that will improve our speed even more, give us a little bit more rounding on our downforce, especially the high speed. That's going to be important tonight, and make our DRS, which is already the best on the grid, just a little bit better, and see if we can go even quicker. So I'm really hoping for something special tonight. We shall see how that goes. Hello to everyone in chat. We've got Anthony, Mr. Water, Baron is here as well, Kneecaps is here. And I'm sure others are here as well. There's Victor. Good to see you, Victor. Let's see. We have got this problem with our wind tunnel to deal with. Let's have a look. Concerned about some irregularities in the wind tunnel. Data seems to be consistent that there has been no impact on car part developments. We will need to pause all car part design projects. So, right now, we only have one actual design project going through, which is our suspension, which is a week away. And then we've got research. Now, the suspension is probably going to be our last part of the season, but I want it as soon as we can get it. So, well, it's going to be the last part for a while anyway. We might throw out one or maybe two more parts late in the season, but as that is so close, we are going to deny the investigation and just hope that we can get the suspension done before they comes back and everything just shuts down horribly. So yeah, fingers crossed we can make it 7 days before we get the response email to that and get those new suspension parts out. Let's see. All we got to do is survive till next Monday, and we won't get any emails over the weekend itself, so we should theoretically be fine. And then we'll just deal with the consequences. If we do have to shut down the wind tunnel, then so be it. But fingers crossed, that won't be an issue. So, we swapped out some parts last night to replace what was worn out and broken. We've got the new wings in production, so all that's left for us to do, I think, is just to accelerate time. But we've got some money. I'm going to check our facilities and see what has broken, what's about to break. Is there anything that we can throw an upgrade on? The wind tunnel would be nice, but we've only just refurbished that, so there's not really much point doing that. Staff facilities, we are refurbing our team hub. Scouts are always fine. Race sim is about to go, so we need to keep about 6 mil, was it, for a refurb? Maybe it's about 5 mil. We need to keep a fair bit of cash for that. Operationally, the memorabilia room has broken. That's quite cheap. Let's get that up and running again. Tour centre's fine. Helipad is fine. Everything else is fine. Let's throw an upgrade on our weather centre, because it is a little unpredictable, and it would be nice to have a slightly clearer picture of what's going to happen going forward. Right, let's advance time. Get these new wings on the car. Oh, and there's Baron suggesting a new weather centre upgrade. Yeah. Right, so the front wing research project is done. We can now start another project. And side pods are not affected, as you can see. So we're not going to research those. We did the chassis project, so we don't need to. So we're going to do another front wing project, and we've got the last of those hours for this month. And we're going to throw that on the front wing. And again, we are going to just boost the areas that need it the most. Take these down just a little bit. There we go. And that just adds a little extra to our downforce productions. So let's go. Just the one engineer on that. I'm probably going to bin off a couple of our engineers as well. So let me take one off there. And take one off there. So we're at the point now where we don't really need a lot of engineers. So I'm going to sack a load of them just to save a bit of extra cost. Let's go down to 6. And then once the suspension's done, we might take that down to 5 as well. Or maybe even 4. Okay, advanced time again. Memorabilia room upgrade is done. And the rear wings are done. And these are worth quite a nice little bit of an upgrade. There you can see the improvements we're going to get. That is a very nice little upgrade. The dirty air in particular is a very nice little boost. So let's get those on the car. There we go. Hopefully we won't break these. And now that we've got 2, we're going to manufacture some normal spares. So we're going to go with 4 of those, because we're not likely to do another rear wing for the rest of the year. And let's take a look at where our car sits on the grid now with the new wings. Will they make us fly? I know I've used that line before, but it makes sense. Red Bull gives you wings and all that. Well, we make our own wings around here. So, as you can see, still top speed, still top on DRS. But we have improved our downforce just a little bit. Our high speed was, I think, 11th or even 13th. We've got that down to 10th, so that's a nice little improvement, especially going to Silverstone, where half the track is high-speed corners. Let's have a look at where we stand compared to Red Bull. I didn't think we'd actually be checking against Red Bull for a long time, but there we go. We have a nice, significant top-line advantage in terms of speed, about 1.5 kilometers an hour. Which is really, that's a lot. They still have a much better acceleration than us, and their DRS is a lot worse than ours. We are up on DRS by 12%. That's nice. That's very nice. We do have the edge in the low speed. They have the edge in the medium and high speeds. We have the edge in dirty air tolerance, which is nice. Let's have a look at McLaren, who we are now hunting down in the constructors. And yeah, you know that again, a big advantage in speed. We actually have the better acceleration as well over McLaren, and a significant advantage in DRS, about 10%. They're a little up in the low and medium speeds. We're up in the high speed and the dirty air. That's really encouraging. That's really, really encouraging. So, yeah, our car is coming together very nicely this year. Very nicely. And, oh, we got a wet quali, potentially. Okay. Let's set some targets for tonight. We're going to go with, let's see, the incentive is to get 2 in the top in Q2. That's easy, or should be easy. We're going to go for 2 in the top 10, and we're going to go both into Q3 like that. We are going to be putting new engines in tonight, I think. Or at least a new engine for Mick. Probably not Oscar. Fastest lap. That's the incentive. We'll try and get it, but who knows. Finish position 2 in the top 10 is, again, something that's definitely realistic. Finish position streak 2 in the top 12 for 2 races. We just need to do that again, and we'll get 600 grand. And a new quali streak. Let's set that as 2 in the top 10 for 5 races. I'm feeling bullish. I think we can do that. In fact, while we've still got some extra cash, this is going to take money out of my cost cap, but maybe it's time to get some extra parts for Oscar. We're going to hold off on the engine for now because that is quite expensive, but he definitely needs another ERS because he's effectively only got 1 left. So we can't quite yet. We'll have to do that at the weekend, and I think it'll be the same for the gearbox, won't it? Yeah, we've only got 1 other gearbox left, and that's probably not going to be enough, I don't think, so we might have to buy a new gearbox. We're not going to take those penalties tonight, but we are going to buy the parts while we can afford to. And let's head to Silverstone.
Welcome, and come on in to the home of British motor racing. We're here in legendary Silverstone, where the very first Formula One World Championship Grand Prix was held back in 1950. It's a place where every tuft of grass breathes motorsport, and the crowd are already crackling with excitement. Silverstone is a power circuit. It demands downforce and total confidence in the car for a driver to keep their foot planted through Sector 2, through the high-speed corners at Woodcote and at Copse, and carrying on through Maggots and Beckett's. In the last round, Max Verstappen flew to victory, the Dutchman proving that he can be absolutely unstoppable when he's in such fine form. So stay with us for all the race weekend thrills.
Okay, we are going to put Ollie in the car tonight. Start him on softs. So Silverstone is 17 laps for a day 1 run, and as discussed last night, we're going to be putting ERS into harvest mode now because it does save a little bit of life over the practice weekend compared to leaving it in neutral. This we discovered at the weekend. Setup. Let's go 5.5, 11.5, 9.1, 3.35, and 0.55. There we go. Swap out some parts. There we go, that's Ollie sorted. Ooh. We'll save the 6% gearbox for a sprint weekend. I don't want to make too many unnecessary gearbox changes over a race weekend, so yeah, we'll save that one for a weekend when we can just run it to its natural conclusion there. Set up now for Oscar. going to go a little bit different. We're going to go with a 6 and 11. A 7.3, a 3.5, and a 0.9. See how we get on with that. 17 laps, and again, dropping those settings down. And we are good to send them into practice. And it is Ollie's home race. And oh, that was a red helmet in the garage. And of course, we get on track and it's going to be a white helmet, isn't it?
Radio check, radio check.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. God damn it. They actually had the other alternate headset. Alternate helmet for a second then. And it still won't put it in game. God damn. Such lazy coding that they still haven't fixed this. Grumble, grumble. So are you still building up to Bahrain, Anthony, or have you actually got to Bahrain?
A bit less curb.
Watch those curbs.
Understood.
Yeah, abandoning your car for the entire season. It's not really worth it unless you've got massive regulation changes, like we did at the end of Season 3. Because while other teams are going to keep pushing their car forward with development and then trying to counteract the losses with research, your car just stays static. And yeah, you get great research to counteract the losses, but if you don't have much to lose, then you know, you don't really take much of a step forward.
Yep, everything was fine.
You just don't step back quite as far as the other teams do. It's a balancing act. You know, you want to keep trying to push the car forward at the same time as prepping for next season. Let's see, 77% and 82%. Neither of those are amazing. Let's call Ollie in. Get him turned around. That could be an 11 or it could be a 12. We're going to go with an 11. And we're going to put the same setup on that we put on Oscar. Let's see if that works. Maybe. That's potentially right. We'll try it. And this is where it comes back with Oscar and his rear wing's a mess. And we've gone the wrong way. Still see a face above the racetrack every time I see that shot there. Alright, so that's going to be an 11.5 rear wing. So it won't be Ollie's setup because the gap from Ollie to 100 was much bigger. So we'll have to try something a little different. Let's try an 8.2. Let's try 6.11.5, 8.2, 3.45, and 0.8. I just had a really big sneeze. Sorry about that. I'm not sure that's going to work. So let's try. Oh dear, still a bit sneezy. Yeah, let's try that. I'm not overly convinced that we are far enough away on the traction, but we'll try it and see what happens. We've got plenty of time to fix it if it's not right. Magnussen's looking very quick again. Yeah, Williams showed some real glimpses of pace last night, although they couldn't quite follow up on it. And despite our advantage car-wise over McLaren, we're still going to be very wary of Norris because he is a superstar. And he can extract more out of the car than we can extract out of ours.
How do you feel about doing another lap on this set?
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. We've got that exactly where we need to get it. And Ollie has finished his driver development, so we'll call him in and save the car. Now we just need feedback from Oscar.
Let us know your comments.
Not quite there, so that's probably the cornering a little bit, and you know, that will also then affect the roll bar slightly. Maybe the front wing needs a tweak as well, but yeah, only 5% to find. That's not too bad. We can get there. Let's have a look. Yeah, just little bits that need to be found. So, all of my wing setups for the front wing are either a 6 or a 5.5. So, let's play those odds and let's go with a 5.5. Which means we need to correct our camber, push it up to a 3.5. That has made a slight change to our traction, push that in the right direction, and we just need to correct the toe in a touch as well, because it was just outside the tolerance, and that could be it. Fingers crossed. Yeah, real contrasting pace for the Williams there. You see Magnussen on the soft, so close, just 400ths off of Max's time. And yet, you look at Zhou down here. I mean, yeah, he's on hards, but 2 seconds off the pace. Let's have a look at some other cars. So, Russell's gearbox is going to go this weekend. Perez's car is in good shape. Yuki's gearbox is a bit dodgy. Norris's car is okay, if a little under power on the engine. Max, his gearbox may start to go towards the end of the Grand Prix. Fingers crossed it does. Charles Leclerc's engine is in bad shape. He's got a brand new gearbox and a brand new ERS tonight. Valtteri's gearbox is in trouble. Sainz's car is in strong shape. New gearbox as well. Ocon's car is looking rough. Albon's gearbox is looking a bit rough. Magnussen's car is in decent shape. Whereas Zhou's got a really bad gearbox. That's going to help contribute to his lack of speed. Maloney, his gearbox is about to go. Porsche, brand new gearbox tonight. Vasseur is looking okay. As is Giovinazzi. Stroll's car is not looking good, so we can definitely expect some rough pace out of Stroll tonight. Let's have a look at Gasly. Gasly's looking fine. And there we go. That's a quick inspection of the rest of the grid. Let's get practice 2 out of the way. Mick's back in the car. Everything should survive. We're going to run Mick for the entire session. So we're going to run him for, let's see, it would normally be, 38 laps should be enough fuel, I would imagine. There we go. And change the ERS as well. And for Oscar, his engine is starting to look a little ropey, but should be fine for the rest of the practice. Medium tyres for him, and let's run him for 25 laps.
That's green light.
And let's see if those setup changes we've made to Oscar are correct.
Something seems wrong. We're checking.
You heard from Farah, Mr. Water?
What's your feeling?
Oh, it actually went the wrong way. Oh, that is a surprise. Right, we're going to call him in. Because I just get the feeling this might be slightly trickier to actually get. It also could mean we're going into uncharted territory with a 6.5 front wing, perhaps. It didn't save the changes. Oh, God, I hate it when it does this. All right, so... Oh, no, it did. No, they are the changes we put in, and they're just wrong. So, yeah, let's go with the 6.5 front wing then, which means I've got to pull that back. Yeah, let's give that a go. It might be that we actually do need to push this up to a 9.1 on the roll bar. We'll find out, I suppose, after this run. If this doesn't get it, then we'll have to change the roll bar and make some other adjustments instead. At least Mick is sorted, so he can just run for the whole session. Looking forward to tomorrow. I get my new Pulse Elite headset tomorrow. It's been so weird playing without my my old Pulse headset, because directional sound is not very good when you're just using a pair of old cheap wired earbuds. You know, you hear noise, but it's usually coming from the wrong direction, so you turn right because you hear it on your right-hand side, and they're sort of in front and a bit to the left. Or you hear something, you know, maybe that sounds like it's in front of you, and the next thing you know, you get attacked from behind. It's very confusing and not very helpful. So can't wait to have proper spatial audio again. And yeah, we've been hearing big things about these planar magnetic drivers. I'm really you know, keen to hear just how good lossless audio sounds. We'll be trying that on tomorrow's stream as well, because it's got an inbuilt extendable boom mic that's supposed to have AI noise reduction technology built into the microphone to eliminate background noises.
How's the balance?
So we're going to give that a try tomorrow, see what the audio quality of my voice sounds like. Maybe I can stop using this boom mic. 96%, still not there. I'm starting to get a little worried about trying to find the right setup for Oscar now. If it doesn't work voice-wise, then we'll just go back to, you know, the current setup that we're using right now for streaming, but it'd be really good for just playing games to have proper audio again. Oh, wow. Still off. Alright, okay. I can't push the rear wing up anymore. It's right on the edge of the straights. Maybe I've got to dial it back to a 6 again. I get the feeling that needs to be up there. I'm going to go with that, I think. I can just see myself not being able to find it for Oscar. If I get him to 97, 98, right. If I get him to 98 or 99, then I can just tweak the toe, and we should be able to lock it in that way. But if it's 97, I think I might just have to leave it at that. For whatever reason, I'm just struggling to find that extra last little bit with the front wing. Joe was looking very quick there. I wonder if he's put some new parts in his car. We'll have to check in practice 3. Here comes the rain. So Mick needs another good run. He needs to run for about 34, 35 laps. Maybe less than that, but we'll put 35 laps of fuel in. And Oscar hopefully only needs to run about 20 laps. See if the weather permits. Yeah, it's going to stay wet the entire session, isn't it?
It should be green now. A bit less curb. Copy.
Okay.
Okay, understood. We'll have a look at it.
We can ignore that weather warning because it's very temporary. Alright, please be right, Oscar. Please be good. There we go. We got the 100. That's a bit of pressure taken off. Oh yeah, I want to have a look and see if Joe would put new parts in. No, still a rubbish gearbox. So that was a very quick lap. There we go. So let me check this in the book. Probably going to need to go in. Yeah, we're going to add this one in. It's very close, actually, to one that we did try earlier. Just went the other way with it. Come on, pen. There we go. So 6.0. 11.5, 8.2, 3.5, and a 0.85. There we go. Once again, we're not going to get 100% confidence. Still learning that new rear wing. But with Mick still out there, that will hopefully go up just a little bit more. Maybe get it to 96 before he boxes. If not, we'll certainly get that learnt by the next race. Although, again, we'll have another new part potentially to put on the car. The new suspension. So he might not hit 100% confidence next race either. But come Spa, I'm hoping for some good things.
Rain's just stopped.
Copy.
And there we go. We are done with practice for tonight. And we did just get up to 96. Look, that's excellent. So our car confidence our driver confidence will be at 98%. That is nice to see. Alright, let's get ready for qualifying.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
The high-speed corners at Silverstone are a great challenge for the cars and drivers. The technical Sector 1 rewards strong mechanical grip, while high-speed aerodynamic efficiency will come into play in the final two sectors.
Now there's been a bit of talk lately about Oscar Piastri. Karun, how's he been doing?
Well, Crofty, here is a driver who's just oozing confidence right now. We could see the impact it's having, and I'm sure that'll carry through to qualifying.
Hold on tight, because we're getting underway.
Not sure I want to think about Oscar oozing. That's a very unpleasant image. Right, let's get some good bits into the car. So, we are going with a new engine for Mick tonight. I think. Yes, we'll use a new engine tonight. We'll go with that ERS and that gearbox. Let's take a look at Oscar. We'll go with that engine and that ERS and that gearbox. Because it's a bit wet, we're going to go with 2 flying laps. Let's see what the weather does. Perfect.
That's green light. Good warm-up on brakes. Copy. Concentrate on the tyre warm-up as best we can. Copy.
given that we're in wet conditions, that's why I've spaced the drivers out a little bit more. This is a circuit where slipstreaming could be very powerful, especially in the second half of the circuit. But, you know, without the DRS, while it's still in these wet conditions and in the slightly reduced speed, dirty air is likely to be more of a factor, so just give them a little bit more space, a little bit more clean air, and see what they can do.
Gap ahead is good.
I'm also expecting Mick to be slightly quicker, given that he's got a more powerful engine. I think the Ferrari engine power loss threshold is 85%. So Oscar's engine is just starting to dip in power, if that's correct. Mick is slightly up in the first. And in the middle. It's going to be pretty fine margins, I think. Maybe a tenth. Less than a tenth, just 0.04 of a second between the two, so very fine margins. They're going to have a cool down lap, then they're going to go again. And then we'll box them and get ready for a set of softs. And our first lap run, nearly 0.4 quicker than Norris. That's very encouraging. Given that we are hunting down McLaren right now. Let's wait and see what Red Bull do. Neither of their drivers have left the garage yet. I wonder if they're waiting for the dry. We could have waited for the dry, but again, want to get that confidence into our drivers for when the track is dry. Just want to do one lap on those soft tyres. And if their confidence is high, the time should be good enough to get through without the need for a second run.
So track is clear. So you good to push. Clear track ahead.
And still just those 8 cars, including ours. So just 6 other cars have gone out. No one else is leaving the garage yet. And these times should be quicker. Should be, but not. They're not. Oh, mind you, track is a little bit wetter. Yeah, it's just creeping up. Look, All right, maybe they won't be, but at least they will get extra confidence for completing the run, so they will put them into peak confidence, even if they don't improve. Yeah, they're not going to improve. Track's got a little bit too much water on it now to improve. About an extra 0.3 mil. Oh, and now the Red Bulls are coming out. And they are on inters. So this is going to be a wet track run, so we should be quicker than them.
Once reach Delta, stay negative.
Of course, once the track dries up, that will potentially change.
Let's follow the Delta. Let's cool down and box, please.
Copy.
And we know Verstappen is going to be very quick today. Leclerc not so much because his car is looking a little bit ropey. And there you see us just lurking alongside Charles Leclerc. Which one of our drivers is that? That's Mick. Excuse me. Sun's coming out, track's about to start drying up. So this could be interesting. We could actually see our time suddenly start dropping down the board, depending on how quickly it dries up. It's suddenly very crowded on track, isn't it? And there goes Sharp, sprinting off as we dive into the pits.
Copy, penetrate.
And look at the water just plummeting down now.
Copy.
So very high confidence. And very high confidence. Has just degraded just a little bit out of what would have been peak. Right, Yuki's coming out as well. And he is also on softs.
So let's just concentrate on those tyres and brakes.
Yeah.
Oh, Maloney goes top. Oh, he went on softs. He went early on softs. So we've got a soft tyre benchmark. But yeah, we are significantly quicker than everybody else. Oh, no, wait, we're not. Well, we are quicker than the Red Bulls. The track dried up too quickly for them. They cooked their tyres and had no grip. Norris goes top on his soft tyres.
Clear ahead. Go, 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 go.
So, a lot of clear track for Oscar. He might catch up to the back of that Alfa Romeo. It's going to be a lot of clear track for Mick. Yuki is between our two cars. But he's on a flying lap as well, so that shouldn't be an issue. If anything, Mick might be a little bit quicker than Yuki here. So we're going to get a nice clean run here. And I think that Alpha's on a flying lap as well. It is, that Alpha's on a flying lap, so we're not even going to catch that. Norris is too far ahead for us to catch. And Oscar's gone purple. Now Mick's gone purple. So we're quicker than both the McLarens here, which I did expect. The question is, how much quicker? Could we hit a 125 here? That would be nice. Get into the 125s. Oscar's slightly down in the middle sector against Norris. So's Mick. Unless we're down on Yuki. I think we're down on Norris in the middle. Oh, it's a mistake for Tsunoda. We saw him locking up in front of us there. And that ruins his lap.
The drivers then through turn 16.
He'll have time for another one, but this lap's a
The
bust.
car just locks. They were just unable to do much about
And there's
it.
Mick. Unaffected, hopefully. And we're second and third. We're slower than Norris. I did not expect that. Oh, we're on a 2-lap run. All right, well, we're going to abort that. That's why we were slow. It's because we had extra fuel weight. Yeah, we're close enough that we don't have to go again. Like I said, I don't want to use up too much of the tyres unnecessarily. That will be enough to get us through. I hope. I hope I haven't just made a horrible mistake here. Is anyone actually on a flying lap right now? No, they're all on out laps or in laps, so... yeah, well, it's in the hands of the F1 gods now. I'm going to keep an eye on Max. Max is going to be the pace setter this weekend. Let's see how far off we are. Track will have a little bit more rubber.
Pit entry.
Pit limiter on. So let's attack the box, please. Stop on the marks, wait for 2 seconds and go to P1.
How quick is Max going to be? Is he going to blow us all out the water here? Quicker than the sides, but only just. Okay, we're 4/10 slower. We can get closer. We can get closer than that. So we had extra fuel weight on board, which I hadn't realised about, so that might be worth a 10th. I think we've got the potential for front row pace tonight. If not a lockout, then certainly one of our cars is capable of the front row, I think. Let's see, Leclerc is slower than us. Norris is going again. Let's see what he can do. He's tucked up behind a Ferrari, might be getting a little bit of a slipstream on the back there. Norris finds an improvement. We're through. The Ferraris are in trouble. Russell gets up to P12. Here comes Perez in the background. He's only 14th. Ooh, drama. But everyone has set a lap, so they do get through. We're going to say goodbye to Valtteri Bottas, Lance Stroll, who we definitely expected to be in the bottom, Vasseur, Giovinazzi, and Tsunoda is bottom. He never went out again after that lockup. Wow. I'm surprised by that. So, real contrast there for McLaren. One car on the front row. One car at the back of the grid. Although, obviously, this is just Q1. We've still got the rest of qualifying to go. But pretty close margins, as you can see, between everybody except Max. Maybe he's going to be just a little bit too quick again tonight. But if we can get another double podium tonight, I will absolutely be happy with that. Evening, Daniel. Yes, testing starts tomorrow. Very curious to see how the cars look and perform. All right, we're starting on the Inters again. Yes, we are. Yeah, let's go with those tyres. They'll be good enough. Actually, no, there's no more rain after today, so screw it. Let's just use new tyres. Might as well.
Green light, green light.
I'll try a slipstream run this time round. Mick in the lead. Oscar just behind him.
Okay, let's concentrate on those tyres and brakes.
Copy.
Focus on your front tyres and brakes.
Copy.
So it looks like the track's about to get a little bit wetter, and then it's going to be just underneath the 1 mil. But that's still probably going to be Inters. And then it will be dry at the very end. So we'll get back to the garage after this 1 lap run. Then we'll do another 1 lap run on these Inters, and then we'll do a 1 lap run on the softs. That's the plan, anyway. And each run should be quicker. This will be our slowest of the 3 runs.
everybody. That's 10 advantage. Just clear air in front. Let's go. Push next lap. So nobody ahead of you. You're good to push.
Aintree is such a tricky corner. Got to get the speed right and the line right to maximise your speed here down the Wellington Straight. Oscar is up slightly. Just getting a little bit of a distant tow. We are just coming up onto the back of that Williams that's starting its flying lap, so shouldn't be an issue for Mick. Might even be a help. And onto the Hamilton straights. And wow, half a second difference.
All right, so it'll be.
Did not expect the gap to be that big.
Negative on the delta. And we need to cool the PU on this in lap. Yeah. Come.
Just keep an eye on Norris. Looks like he could be very quick again today. Theoretically, his time's going to be slower because the track is wetter. Although it is just dipping now, so he might have timed it just right, actually. In this case, he might be considerably quicker. Keep an eye on that water level on the right-hand side. He's got an Alpine in the way. That is, in fact, I'm not sure which one that is actually. Let's have a look. That was Ocon. Albon is just going into maggots now. And there is the water level dipping, so it could be a very strong end of the lap here for Norris.
Copy. Looks very slippery. Copy.
Yeah, we just got time for one more run. Quicker than Gasly. And Norris is slower. But he did go purple in the final sector, which is not a surprise given the current condition of the track. So we'll try an even closer slipstream this time if we can. They were a little bit too distant last time to get the full benefit. Leclerc goes top. Now Porsche. Times are tumbling as cars are setting fast laps when the track is in a much better condition than when we set our time. Got Max coming through. Here he comes. And we're going to hold him up. Pull over through Luffields. Now our drivers are too close, so let's switch the order. They're spaced out again. All right.
Clear track ahead. We recharge off before the last corner. So we should be good on traffic. Pick up the pace and it will be go one.
Let's see just how much of a benefit the slipstream is when they're close like this. Through Maggots, Beckett's. Onto the hanger straight. I got caught very badly there. So it's a bit of a bust lap here for Oscar, but he is still in peak confidence, which is excellent news. Mick's going to go full confidence here. And very close with Oscar. That sets him up perfectly for a dry tyre run, because the track is about to be perfect for softs. We've got enough time to get back, put on some new tyres, and see where we end up.
P7.
That is Charles Leclerc just in front of us.
Yeah.
Porsche coming out of the garage.
Rain is subsiding now.
A lot of cars coming out of the garage. There's Norris, Perez. Maloney's out, Russell's out. Magnussen's coming out. Now Albon. A little bit closer to Max at the moment. But I still think he's got a little bit more pace on us than I was expecting. As quick as our car is at top speed and as good as our DRS is, they do just have that better downforce than us. And much better acceleration than us.
Copy, pit
Limiter on. Okay, mate, so let's stop on the marks, wait for a couple of seconds and switch off.
So it's going to be tricky getting some clean air for a run here. There's so many cars on track. in such a staggered position. I want to try and wait till Gasly gets through, I think, but even then that's a risk. I think we have to go now.
Work on the fronts as much as you can. Copy.
Let's get those brake tanks warmed up.
And Norris is absolutely flying. He's all over the back of Perez, and he's closed up so quickly. He's going to get a mighty slipstream here. This could be top of the timings. It's a question now of how much he's getting held up behind Perez. Yeah, a fair bit in the end. He caught him too quickly. He was a second faster than Perez and could have been even faster. So we just need a good lap. Doesn't need to be anything heroically special, just needs to be enough to get us through. Needs to be clean. Quick would be a bonus. We've got some clean air in front. Gasly and... is it Ocon? Yeah, Gasly and Ocon are in front. Oh, Mick's getting held up. That's okay. We might actually get in the way of Max a little bit here.
We're good to push next lap.
Won't be enough to knock him out, but might keep him off the top spot. It does. Oh, god damn, we're catching these two at the worst possible place.
Just check the flag.
Alright, we got through that with a little bit less fuss than I thought it would be, but that certainly hurt us. Oscar's coming up on the back of Gasly and Ocon. Let's keep an eye on that. This should get out of the way on the hanger straight. God damn it, again. Oh. Hopefully that's not enough to knock out Oscar. Mixed through without any issues. Is Oscar out? He is. Oscar's out. God damn. Oh, what a disaster. And we just started a new streak.
P14.
Or was that a finish position streak? That was a finish position streak, I think. So we've blown the quali streak because we're not even in the top 12. We've blown our quali guarantees. Mick is through. But... again, same place on the track. Both of the last two runs, Oscar caught exiting Chapel onto the hanger straight and having to lift really badly. Oh dear, that just made our afternoon a whole lot harder. Let's see what we can do with Mick. Let's go with a new set of softs, just in case it's going to start raining. We can always change them if necessary. Yeah, it is going to get wet. Let's go out straight away.
That's green light.
I hope that we can get a clean lap here.
Okay, so let's concentrate on some tyre prep now.
Copy.
Here comes Albon and Gasly. Oh, so gutted that happened to Oscar twice in a row. And given the nature of this circuit and our slight deficit in downforce, it could make overtaking a little tricky. Although we do have a mighty DRS, so that will certainly help on places like the Hangar Straight. And hopefully the Wellington Straight as well. We'll see come race day. But yeah, 14th is really, really rough. We're going to have to go with the aggressive two-stop, because I don't think we've got enough pace to make the one-stop work here. I don't know, I might stagger the drivers. I might, depending on where Mick qualifies, I might put him on a one-stop, but Oscar's going on a two-stop. He's going to have to push his tyres hard to fight his way through traffic. And if he gets stuck behind someone, the dirty air is going to burn those tyres up as well.
Clear track ahead.
So Oscar has to go too.
Okay, let's go.
On paper, it's a quicker stop, a quicker strategy, but a bad stop can throw that out. You know, getting held in traffic can throw that out. We'll hedge our bets with Mick. I think we'll start him on the mediums with the view of going medium hard, but with the flexibility to go medium soft. See, it's already starting to get a little overcast. So, a 126.5. It's not quick enough for pole. I'm guaranteed, certain of that.
Okay, so normal inline.
And Max is getting a slipstream from his teammate. Now, that is frustrating. So, yeah, Max is going to get pole. Unless Leclerc is slow enough to actually hold Max up, but I doubt it. We're still purple. In all sectors. Have we done a lot? And here comes the rain. We might be on pole. We're quicker than Norris. We're quicker than Leclerc. And Max did get held up. We are on pole. Wow. Track is not going to get dry enough to improve. We've got pole position. Maybe those wings are enough. Maybe we can make the one-stop work. And Max is down in 6th. He won't stay in 6th. He will fight his way through, but I'm not worried about Leclerc in the race. I'm worried about Norris, and I'm worried about Max. Max in particular. Well, well, well. We got out just in time. The track started to get a little bit worse for some of the other drivers.
Good entry. Come in, nice and steady. Copy.
Oh god, we could have had a front row lockout if Oscar had been hadn't been held up and got through into Q3. We would have had a front row lockout because Oscar with a slipstream on Mick would have been even quicker. And then we could have really controlled this race. Well, let's speed time up because no one's improving. And there we go. Pole position at Silverstone. That's glorious. Just a shame that Oscar is all the way down in 14th. No penalties for anybody. See what we can do in the
The
race.
excitement is building, there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprise in that. It's race day.
Silverstone is certainly a circuit rich in Formula One history. From Giuseppe Farina winning the first championship race held here in 1950, right through to Lewis Hamilton's 2008 masterclass on racing in the rain.
How do you think Oscar Piastri is feeling as we get nearer to race time?
They don't seem to be getting the best from the car right now, to be honest. Not sure if it's the balance or just an issue with confidence, but something needs to change.
You have
This is
no
sure
idea
to
what you're
be
talking about,
quite the
Karun.
spectacle then. And we've got a front row seat for today's race here at Silverstone.
Nothing wrong with the car. It's to do with the traffic that held us up in qualifying. Twice. Right. Let's put... let's buy some new bits for Oscar. Oh, shit. Alright, well, we'll run the new gearbox. I forgot I had to run the new gearbox, but I can buy the new ERS. There we go. We're not running it, we're just buying it. While we have the funds available. So, strategy. I'm thinking that for Mick. Oh, wow, that's actually slower. Alright, okay, so that's Mick. We can tweak this surely to make it faster. Why is this so much slower? Oh, it's only a second slower, okay. Yeah, that's what I expected to see. So why was it 6 seconds slower? Oh, because Mick doesn't have an extra set of softs, that's why. Ah, okay. Why doesn't Mick have an extra set of softs? I handed back all those extra tyres because of the rain. God damn it. Alright, so we only have the one set of softs. And we got... No, I know why. It's because I ran softs on I didn't run the mediums in the third session. And so it took extra softs away. So we don't have a spare set of softs. We do have spare mediums. Right, okay. Well, in that case... let's program in a backup strategy of medium, medium, soft. So we've got something to react with. And while that one is slower on paper, there is much more ability to actually push the tyres. We've got to be careful with them on this one-stop strategy. Oscar can be very aggressive on those tyres. And we have spare mediums if we need them as well. So let's stick in an extra lap of fuel. An extra 2 laps for Oscar. Just the 1 extra lap for Mick, because he's going to be looking after those tyres a bit more. We're going to go aggressive off the line with both cars, as we always do, and we'll cool down Mick pretty quickly, I think, but Oscar will probably keep pushing a little bit harder. I think I might start him on the mediums, actually. There we go. Give him a little bit more flexibility for pushing those mediums to punch his way through a bit. And then when the track clears out a bit and he's got some more clean air, he can really make use of those softs, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. 1st and 14th. A bit of a change from what we've been able to do the last couple of races. But hopefully we can punch Oscar through quite quickly. And let's see if we can hang on for the victory here.
The British Grand Prix is nearly upon us. The drivers composing themselves on the grid ahead of 52 laps around Silverstone. And for that man, Mick Schumacher, this could be an interesting race.
They start in P1, but will they be able to stay there? The first corner could be so crucial.
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One.
Yeah, like getting blocked in the hangar straight.
Hold on tight.
Twice.
It's the British Grand Prix.
I'm not bitter.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Let's keep the pressure on, mate.
Right, hard tyres for Leclerc and Norris. This will give Mick a chance to try and break away. Hopefully. Yeah, and he's already half a second ahead. No, wrong button.
Big PU cooler. Yeah.
Got to be prepared to make some lunges here.
And we need some big PU cooling. Copy. So take it
All right.
easy. Copy.
We might be stuck here for a bit. We've already got about a second with Mick. This is excellent. And the really great thing is Leclerc being in second place. We know his car is slightly dodgy. It's still reasonably quick, so he should be able to hold up Norris for a bit. But we've been able to bolt and break that 1 second. Let's save some battery.
Let's go recharge on.
Calm the tyres down a touch before they start melting. And we're going to have to wait for the DRS to kick in for Oscar, I think. Hopefully the cars in front are using their battery.
You're good to push on tyres. Copy.
Leclerc trying to close us down, as expected.
Let's push.
Copy.
Now we use the last of the battery to make sure we're clear of the first DRS zone.
Copy. They'll come to us. DRS enabled. Currently P14.
To recharge on.
Copy.
Keep your pace up.
Okay. Pull out to take some air on the straight. Copy.
There we go. That's our first overtake. Oh, it didn't happen. Somehow Sainz held us off, but we haven't got the inside line. God damn, that's frustrating. Can we go around the outside of the hangar straight? Cut to the inside. Oh, that's a brilliant move. Brilliant move. Shades of Nigel Mansell in 1985 there against his teammate Piquet. We're going to have a run on the Ferrari here. And we got him.
Bring the pack up. Copy. Back off now. Copy.
Excellent stuff. We got Oscar into peak confidence already. Up 2 places, up into 12th.
Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre.
Copy.
Leclerc and Norris scrapping side by side. Mick just a little way in front. Oscar was just out of DRS range.
Come on.
Copy.
Now he's back in. Can he stay in while driving defensively? No, he can't. Leclerc has caught Mick, thanks to that little bit of swapping position with Norris.
Copy.
Well, we need to protect these tyres, so
Let's look after these tyres.
let's try and build the battery back up a bit. Keep the tyres in excellent condition. We are trying to make a one-stop work here. Oscar's been overtaken by Perez. Let's get his battery charging up as well. Perez is on a push right now. We can use him to get onto the back of Russell again. His confidence is still very high, as you can see. Let's just hope that Mick's got enough in his car to be nice in defence.
We need to focus on the energy now. Copy. Go get it.
Touch and go whether we got back into the DRS on Perez there. But we're certainly close enough at the slipstream.
So focus on bringing the tyres down.
Yeah. Copy.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
Max still stuck in 6th. He's got Magnussen between him and Gasly, which is part of the reason. If he was behind Gasly himself, then it would be a much cleaner overtake situation. And we've got Leclerc covered off here. This is excellent driving. And of course, if we can control the pace a little bit better, then like this, oh, Leclerc does get through, but that'll give us the DRS for the Wellington straight. If we can control the pace, keep it a little bit slower, that helps Oscar maximise his strategy.
See if we can focus on recharge, please.
And backing the pack up a little bit also means that it makes it harder for Max to move through. I'm happy to just sit behind Leclerc for a few laps before we push on again. But I do need Oscar to start making some moves forward again. Got a bit more battery in his car now. Russell's moved up. He's got past Maloney. Perez is zeroing in on him pretty quickly as well.
Okay, recharge on.
Copy.
Lean on the tyres as much as you can.
Copy.
Right, let's try and make a move.
Copy.
Let's go recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Copy.
Can we get past Maloney at the same time here? Not quite.
Back off now.
Right, start to close back in on Charles Leclerc now that we've got a good amount of battery back in Schumacher's car. With a view to maybe sprinting in a lap or so.
Use energy.
Going to try and dive up the inside. Maloney just covers that off. And we put him under enough pressure. He makes a mistake and he locks up. Gives us the position. And now we're up to 11th.
Now the action happened.
I heard the screech before. I wasn't sure who it was. I wasn't sure if it was us or Maloney, and it turned out to be Maloney.
But that's just the risk you take. The later you leave it.
And that's going to drop him pretty much at the back of the grid. Yeah, there he is, back of the grid. Check tyres. Looking pretty good so far. Back into full peak confidence for Oscar.
Bring the pack up.
Max still stuck in 6th place. Gasly has broken away from Magnussen though, so we might see an overtake on the hanger straight here. And Max gets the move done, so he's up to 5th. 13th, is that your final position, Anthony, or you've still got some time left in the race? Not bad. Where did Oscar come?
Okay, we need left and coast, please.
Copy. Use energy now.
Try now to make a move on Russell, get into the top 10. Only one car starting on the soft, that's Ocon. So he's definitely, I think, going for a 2-stop. No idea about the rest of the grid yet.
Back off.
on, make the move stick, make the move stick. Excellent stuff. Can we get Joe here as well? Oh, wow. Yeah, all of a sudden, Charles Leclerc has tried to break away. Wasn't paying attention there. Going to try and swoop around the outside of Joe here. There goes the last of our battery, but we've got the move done.
Back off now.
And we're up to 9th. Oscar making some moves.
Now here's our drivers, all trying to take turn 16. There's the opening. And they move into 9th.
No energy. Back off now.
No more lift and coast required.
Copy.
Porsche is now out of DRS range as well. So we get onto the back of him. We can charge up again for a couple of laps. And looks like we just about made it back into DRS range, or did we? Yes, we did. Excellent stuff.
Recharge on, please. Okay.
Okay, so let's look after these tyres.
Copy.
Let's just keep them where they were just for a moment.
Let's push, come on.
Copy.
Oscar's tyres are starting to struggle a little bit now. We have pushed them pretty hard in this opening stint, as was always the plan.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Yeah, Leclerc's having a couple of quick laps trying to break away.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
I have to say, Leclerc's been showing more pace than I was expecting out of him this weekend. Have to push the battery again. Oscar just slipping away a little bit as well. I wonder if the AI is on a cycle of push laps for their for all the other drivers. Check the times across the board. Yeah, Max with the fastest lap. He's on a tear right now. 32.9 for Porsche. He has definitely found a bit of extra pace. Oh, yellow flag. Who's that for?
Car's off there.
Nice and steady through that, please.
It's not helpful. It's Sergio Perez, and I'm not sure which of the two Alphas that is.
And while all that that was happening.
Looks like it was for sure. And Porsche has definitely pushed on. Penalty for Perez.
DRS disabled.
Copy.
Okay, recharge on.
Copy.
I'm seriously thinking of switching mixed strategy here. I just wish I knew what Leclerc was going to do. I would love to make the one-stop work if I can. As Russell gets past Zhou. So we might be coming under pressure from a Ferrari behind us soon. Oh, it's another lockup and it's Porsche. Once again, someone's scared of the big bad Oscar coming through.
Let's take a closer look. Let's follow the drivers then through turn 16. And there goes the steering. And they'll need to be mindful of the effect that that had on the tyres.
So, both Haas's having problems with locking up there.
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need to.
Copy.
Okay, recharge on.
Okay.
We are quite a way off the back of Magnussen right now. Tyres in pretty rough shape now. Going to need to bring Oscar in earlier. Just have to be careful we don't over push those tyres. Let's see if I can get into lap 20. Desperately want another win. I want to prove that we're not just specialists at Baku and that we can win other races. We're certainly in the picture a lot more this year than we were last year. I mean, we've already hit 4 podiums this season. Well, 4 podium races this season. 5 podiums in total. And we've won a... No, we haven't won a sprint, have we? Well, did we win sprint? Did we win the Baku sprint? I can't remember. But our outing at Austria last night shows just how much we have stepped up this season. That was not a kind race to us last year. Last night, however, big points. Gasly's jumped both Norris and Verstappen. He's up to 3rd place. He's on mediums, that might be why. But those tyres will be starting to struggle a little bit now compared to the hards. Not by much. Oscar still losing a little bit of time to the cars in front, but they're squabbling. That might help us. And we are still slightly quicker than Russell. Oh, wow. Yeah, look how much they're quicking. How much they're pushing to close that gap up.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Copy.
Right, so first stops, Stroll and Ocon. Ocon's gone softs again. Stroll's gone softs. He was on mediums. Norris back past Gasly and is pushing hard to break away. He has done. He's all over the back of us. You see Max looking a bit aggressive on Gasly in the background. It's a real risk that Max is going to punch through. Don't want him getting into this fight as well. Sainz and Perez both in. So these two are both on mediums, and they are stopping quite early, so they are probably going on to two-stop racing. Sainz is going on to softs. Perez has that penalty, and he's going soft as well. Russell has caught us.
We need some pace.
Mick has got through.
But this is what happened. And it was Mick Schumacher involved. Can they squeeze by?
Oh yeah, lovely move around the outside of Brooklands
And
there.
Mick Schumacher says, Dankeschön. Thank you very much.
Holds the inside line through Woodcote.
Push on your fronts now.
Right, question is, what are the Red Bulls going to do? Are they going to one-stop this, or are they going to try and two-stop it? Are they going to go hard, soft, soft? They might do. Bottas and Giovinazzi are in. They're both medium runners as well.
Box. Copy. Box.
Another two-stop. And that's a two-stop for Giovinazzi as well. New fastest lap for Ocon on those brand new softs. Norris is taking the lead now.
Wow. Wow.
Let's keep going. We're in a good place.
Yeah, I saw Metal Gear, the first one, and Sons of the Patriots, you know, on the store as well, and they did tempt me, but I'm going to wait. I'm probably going to wait till the collection comes down in price a bit more, and then just get all of them.
Save fuel. So slow now. Oh, it's a bit there. Copy.
Let's pick our pace up. Let's go.
All right, we've got the Shaw coming in behind us. This needs to be a good stop. 2.4,
No
that's
lift
okay.
post required from our side at the moment.
Copy. Watch the pit exit line.
So where are we going to feed out? Just behind our... Oh, nearly came wheel to wheel with Sainz there.
Use everything.
Copy.
Yeah, the collection itself has been on sale before for like a tenner off. I'm waiting though. I want it to come down a bit more. If I can get it for about 30-35 quid, I'll probably buy it.
No saving required.
Yeah. Copy. Okay, Albon has boxed. Overtake is available.
Copy. Slow now.
Yeah. Copy.
Oh, another yellow flag. It's not a Haas this time. It's Norris.
Through Brooklands. Very heavy on the brakes. Now they did leave it very late.
Oh, he just got away with that. Ah, we're boxed in.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Right, we held off Sainz.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Copy.
Easy as you like. Right, Yuki's in. This is a medium runner. Is he going hard tyres? He's in the window for hard tyres. No, he's going soft as well.
No energy.
That's the full price launch price of the Tomb Raider collection. It was on pre-order discount for like $22.50, I think. I thought about it, but I don't think I'm ever going to play them. You know, I remember playing the original Tomb Raider games on PS1. I don't know if I'll ever go back to them. I know they look a lot better than they did, but I think it's a game I would just buy and then just sit in my library and never actually get touched. Like a lot of the games in my library. I still need to play the Mafia trilogy. I picked them up about a year and a half ago. Still haven't played them. Alright, Gasly's in.
Boxed.
Now, what's Gasly doing? Gasly is also on the mediums. Russell coming in as well. Russell's going hard, so Russell is going for the one stop. What's Gasly doing? He's going for the one stop as well. Oh, Gasly had an issue on his stop as well. Excellent. We are ahead of both of those two, which is exactly what we needed with Oscar. Closing in on Ocon on his softs. We're in much better condition. Similar to Albon. He is a little bit faster than us at the moment. He's on a push lap. Leclerc's just outside of DRS of Norris. Max is behind him. You might see a changing of the balls here. Not this time. Oh, here's a look. Here's a look. He's got him. Oh, it's just those two would just take each other out. That would have been glorious. Alien Isolation, yeah, I haven't seen it less than a tenner for a while now. When I first saw it on sale, it was like a £5 or like £8 for the complete collection. But that was a couple of years ago, and ever since then, I haven't seen it for less than like a tenner. But I mean, even at a tenner, the game is old now. It'll be 10 this year, later this year, but it's worth it. It really is. And it still holds up, you know, in terms of gameplay, visually, the atmosphere it generates. It's a phenomenal game, and £10 is still a bargain for that game. Definitely worth it at that price. Even if it has been cheaper in the past, it's definitely worth it at £10. Another yellow flag. They're coming thick and fast. A lot of people making little mistakes. It's Porsche again.
There. Here we are down at turn 7. Oh, and the car locks up. What caused that, I wonder?
Baron says, look like team orders between the balls. No, the AI doesn't do team orders, but you know, he had the run, and he's got a better acceleration in his car because his gearbox is in much better shape. Leclerc's gearbox is looking a bit rough. Very rough. What are my tyres at right now? 33%. Yeah, we better stop this lap.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Oscar has almost closed in. Just going to give him just a good launch to get him on the back of Ocon for the DRS zone.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Recharge on, please.
Copy.
Bit of lift and coast where you can.
Copy.
Norris boxed.
Box.
Copy.
Bring the pack up.
All clear on pit exit. No lift and coast required.
Understood.
Right, ready, push, push.
Copy.
I was on mute. I don't know whether you heard me talking through the pits. Probably not. Yeah, we lost a little bit of time to Norris in the pit lane there. We had a slowish stop at 2.5 seconds. Sorry, Hedgehog. 2.5 seconds is slow for us now. And Sainz has come out between us. And here comes Max. So, this will be for mediums, I would imagine. Yep, that's mediums. Let's have a bad stop, please, Max. That's not a bad stop. That's a very good stop.
Use energy.
All right, where's Max going to come out? Whoa, what the hell? Max got out in front of Norris.
Okay, so let's cool the car now.
Copy.
Ah, this isn't good.
Okay, mate, and let's cool the car.
Copy.
All right, we're clear of Ocon.
We need lift and coast. We need to focus on the energy now.
Ah, God damn it, that lift has killed us. Go on around the outside, maybe up the inside. No. Oh, shit, we need to get through, and we need to get through now. Or else our chances of winning this race are gone. Did we give up the DRS, or did we get it? I don't know. Ah, it's frustrating. We gave it up to Sainz,
No more DRS.
but we've got the launch. That should be enough. Now we've got to keep pushing to get back onto Norris and Max before they get too far away from us. I'm burning the tyres, which I don't want to do. Got a yellow flag. It's not Oscar. It's another lockup for Maloney. Haas's brakes are in really bad shape. It's the same corner, look.
At this point. And there's the lockup. Just unable to control the car by that.
Those are new tyres as well. Fastest lap from Max. It's a mighty lap. That's a second quicker than we did. Now I need Ocon to hold up Max, but I don't think he's going to be able to. That's going to be a lunge up the inside. See, the trouble we have now is we're on the hard tyres chasing down medium runners. Ah, this isn't good. This is not good. If we do get a safety car coming out, I will be boxing Mick and putting him on softs, I think. Or maybe another set of mediums. We'll see. It depends when the safety car comes out, if it comes out. Max is flying, though. He's hunting down Oscar. Max is going to take this race from us. God damn it. And we're struggling just to stay with Norris right now. I can't keep pushing these tyres or they're not going to last.
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres.
I'm just going to have to hope that things come back to us a little bit later.
Okay, recharge on.
Copy.
Okay, need some more lift and coast, please. A bit more in each zone.
Understood.
Was I muted when I was talking about alien isolation, Anthony, or did you hear me on that one? Okay, cool. I figured I was still okay on that one, but I wanted to double check. And yeah,
Focus on bringing the pack
buy
back
it. It's an incredible game.
up. So take it easy in the fast corners.
Here comes Yuki on a set of softs. I'm toying with the idea of letting Yuki through. Hope that his pace is going to be enough to carry us onto Norris. Ocon has been passed. Albon is closing down, being closed down by Oscar, but Max is closing on Oscar. Max is going to take this race with ease.
You're good to push on the tyres.
Don't want to give Max the DRS. He's quick enough. He doesn't need to get a boost from us, but he's going to get it.
No saving required.
Yeah, he's going to get it. Damn it. All right, well, maybe we can hold him up.
Then we just take it easy on the straight.
Help out Mick, who is coming under pressure. We are just losing so much time now on these tyres. Jesus, look how far behind Norris we are now. 3.5 seconds behind him. Mick gets a defensive bonus to his confidence. And again.
Keep pushing.
Here's the replay. Now this was on the straight.
So much for holding up Max. He just flew past us. Ah, dear. So, we still have work to do. But at least Max can bring us onto Albon. Look how much quicker he is through those corners. We still need more downforce. And we really need to try and find a way to continually improve our acceleration as well, because that's really hurting us. That Red Bull is so quick in acceleration compared to us. So this is Ocon going for medium tyres because he's done soft so far. Just trying to stretch Oscar's tyres a little bit longer so he can push a little bit harder on the second set. That's why I haven't been pushing them on the run up to his pit window here. Just trying to get an extra couple of laps out of this stint if I can. Try and at least make sure we can take the fastest lap away from Max, which we should be able to do. But right, we are away from Ocon now that he's boxed, but we're 3.5 seconds behind Norris, who's 3 seconds behind Oscar, who is 2 seconds behind Max. Max is gone. Our chance of winning this race is gone unless we get a safety car to allow us to get off these hards onto a set of mediums or softs and close that field back up again. It's the only way now we're going to win this race. We're still just lacking that little bit against Red Bull, but I mean, we're not too bad against McLaren. They've been quicker here than they showed in qualifying, but yeah, that was a wet qualifying. So again, a little disappointed, and who knows where we could have been if Oscar had actually started at the front like he was supposed to, had he not been held up twice. Sainz coming in. Is this for mediums? Or is this for another set of softs? This might be another set of softs. Sainz screwed us over a little bit as well with Mick coming out the pits. And it is another set of softs. It's not a great stop. Perez is in as well. That's a good stop from the Ferrari. We're still 3 seconds behind Albon. We're just not quite hunting him down. It's a bit frustrating. Let's start putting some battery in Oscar's car, ready for a fastest lap push.
Yep, copy.
I'm hoping that we can stay in the shout for the podium. I mean, I think Norris... So I think Tsunoda has to pit again. He does. So we're fighting Leclerc for third now with Mick, because we're just a little bit too far off the pace for Norris at the moment. Max is going to win this race. Norris is going to be second. We're probably going to end up in a fight with Leclerc for third, because he has moved past for sure and is hunting us down. And then you see a fastest lap from Charles Leclerc. He's coming for us. My hope with Oscar is that we can at least get him into the points. Our tyres are below temperature. Oh, God, no wonder our pace is dipping a little bit. Got to get some more heat back in the tyres. Try and go another lap or two with Oscar. I'm not sure if we go 2 more laps. Definitely going to go 1 more lap. Yeah, I see. Saw your comment coming through now, Baron. For sure's in the pits. And so is Valtteri. Oscar is being caught by Norris.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
See if we can at least close the gap to Norris a little bit. Try and pull away from Yuki. Use up what little battery we do have while we're pushing the tyres. And again, if we can hold up Norris with Piastri, that would be nice, but I'm not expecting that. I'm going to try and go one more lap. If I can get Oscar into the top 10, I'll be happy with that. Should be able to. Let's see. It's a long, slow stop here, probably about 25 seconds. So he's going to come out just outside the top 10, somewhere around about sights. Got a yellow flag. Please be Max. It's not. It's Maloney again. Jesus. Haas really struggling here.
Well, you could see the lockup. They took a gamble, and it was just too late.
Box. Copy. Box. Recharge on.
All right, we just about managed to break away. Let's ease the tyres down again.
Let's look after these tyres.
Took about a second out of Norris. And again, hopefully we can hold him up here. Help out Oscar. No, sorry, help out Mick. He's going to get us. Yeah, easy as you like up the inside there. Maybe we can fight him off up the inside.
Bring the pack up. Yeah.
No, he's just got too much grip.
Need to focus on getting the pack up. Copy.
And there go the tyres. Albon boxes on the same lap as us, and so does Yuki.
Sonoda leaving the pit lane now.
So, three-way fight between us, Sonoda and Albon for wherever we're going to be fighting for. That's a bad stop for Albon. No, it's not. It's a good stop. Shit. 2.4, that's okay.
To clear on exit.
Leclerc now just 2.2 seconds behind Schumacher and still closing. We come out right behind Zhou, so we'll get some DRS. It's the fastest lap for
We need to focus
Bottas.
on the energy now. Yeah. Lean on the tyres. Copy, box.
Wow, Albon is further ahead than I thought he would be. Maloney's boxing again, not surprised. He's absolutely ruined every set of tyres he's been on with lockups.
Get your head down, you can do this, come on.
Right, here we go. Fastest lap attempt. We're in the points. We could actually get reasonably high up in the points here. We can definitely get Gasly. Probably get Magnussen as well. Maybe even Russell. Don't know about Leclerc. But if we can get 5th, That would be an excellent recovery with Ocon, with Piastri. Going to get a mighty DRS on the hanger straight here, but can we get the overtake? Because Ocon's got the DRS as well. We've got so much more grip than him right now. Side by side, going to try and go around the outside. And we get the move done. And we're on Gasly and Albon already. That was a mighty lap. .127.7. I'll have a look and see how much quicker that was against Valtteri in a second, but I'm getting thinking very much quicker.
Back off in the high speed.
Right, we're boxed in. But this will hopefully give us the inside line for Woodcut, which it does. Can we get the move done through Lovefields? Yes, we can. Now, can we get the move done? No, we can't. Chapel was just a bit too much. We should fly past Gasly here. There we go, and Oscar is on fire. Not literally, that would be bad. Gone through enough engines with Oscar already, but you know what I mean. Right, let's see. That fastest lap from Valtteri. Oh, look at that. 1.2 seconds quicker than Valtteri's fastest lap attempt. That should be secure. I'll be extremely pissed off if it isn't. But we are just 10 seconds away from 5th place. No, we're 2 seconds away from 5th place. We're only 10 seconds away from Leclerc. Could we possibly catch Leclerc? Let's see what pace we do on this lap, because this lap we've got no tyre push, no fuel push, no battery push. So let's see how quick we can go without those things. We're not even in the DRS this lap. Tyres are decent. 10 laps to go. 130.9 for Max. Norris does a 131.3. 131.6 for Mick. 131.5 for Leclerc. He's still just edging onto the back of us. And a 129.8 for Oscar. It's doable. It's doable. It's going to be a really tough slog, but we might just do it. There's tyres again, just dipping.
Okay, let's go. Okay, good job. No more lift and coast required.
Albonster on Gasly and is coming after us. He's not going to get the DRS this lap, or he shouldn't do. And we needed to clear Russell on that lap, unfortunately. But we've got him. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. We have given up the DRS to Russell. So let's make sure we get a good launch out of farm through Aintree. There we go.
We can just
onto the back of Magnussen.
Keep looking after these tyres.
Lift and coast required.
Yeah, copy.
Next tyres are just keep flirting with going too cool. It's something that is a little frustrating because it means I have to push them, which I don't want to do. I want to keep the rubber in as good condition as possible because we've got a real fight with Charles Leclerc coming. We're just not quick enough on these tyres. Damn it.
Let's push, come on.
Copy.
Energy if you need it. We can push a bit more.
There we go. We're through. We're going to keep pushing. Burn up the battery. Try and close the gap to Charles Leclerc quickly. Say, if I can get third and fourth, that would be a mighty return, given where we started and our inherent lack of pace on the one stop for Mick. It just didn't work out, unfortunately. I still think it was the right call for Mick to go on the one stop.
Big lift now. Look after front tyres.
And there we go. We've got the gap down to just about 6.5 seconds to Leclerc now.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
Yeah, okay.
Still not going to give up on the opportunity to have a late sprint against Norris. That's why I've been trying to save the tyres. But, you know, can't really save the tyres when I've got Leclerc closing in on me and the tyre temperature keeps dropping on normal pace. So we've just had to just try not to push them. Nearly 2 seconds out of Leclerc on that last lap. We've taken half a second out of him already on this one. 6 more laps after this. At a second a lap, it's definitely close enough. I have got a little bit of rubber to play about with Oscar. we still don't really have a car that's capable of winning races on a semi-regular basis, I don't think. And there will be other opportunities for us to get wins. Monza is one, I'm hoping. Given how much that is a power circuit and how good our straight line speed is and our DRS is, I'm hoping for good things at Monza. Vegas is another one. I think we could be in contention for a win there. Of course, it depends how much other cars kick on with their development, before those races, because ours is pretty much coming to a halt now. Yellow flag. It's not Mick. It's Max, I think. It's a lockup for Max.
See what happened. Now we're watching Max Verstappen here. Nothing wrong so far. Struggling with the car. And
it's going to cost him some time, but that's all.
To the tyres.
What's it done to his tyres? Oh, it's taken a bit out of his tyres.
Come on.
Oscar, 4.5 seconds off Charles Leclerc with 5 laps to go.
Coast needed.
It's tight.
Push a bit
Let's
more.
get after him.
Slightly bigger lift and coast in all areas, please.
Copy.
Norris now has a real chance of pushing a little harder to catch Mick. I don't know if, Max. I don't know if he will. But if they get close to each other and start squabbling or even hit each other in a botched overtake, then that leaves us nicely positioned. It's too late for any kind of safety car to help us out now. In fact, a safety car would be the kiss of death.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Leclerc's pushed his pace. Norris is pushing his pace a little bit. Obviously, we're pushing our pace, trying to find that little bit more. It's going to be a real humdinger of our last 2 laps, I think.
No saving required.
We've got 3 more after this lap. We are within spitting distance of Max. That's all right, of Charles with Oscar. We're close, but we're just not quite close enough.
Let's push now.
There he is. And there's Mick just in front of him.
Three laps to go.
I just need to get within a second with a lap to go. If I can do that, it's a big ask, but... Or if I can get within a second before the hanger straight on the final lap, then I've got a chance. But hell, 5th place is still a hell of a fight back. That's 9 places gained for Oscar, starting all the way down in 14th. We just don't have the pace for the front two. They're edging away still. We are just about keeping Leclerc at bay. Oscar is pushing hard. Gap is coming down. Less than 3 seconds. There's the gap.
Two laps.
2.1 seconds across the line with 2 laps to go. And Mick's taking a little bit of time out of Norris. Not enough time though. I'm just trying to keep him ahead of Charles Leclerc. If Charles gets into mixed DRS, then that's curtains for Oscar's chances, I think. Here comes Oscar. Could I get him on this lap? Could I get the DRS on this lap? Not quite. It is going to be a final lap shootout between Charles Leclerc and Oscar Piastri for 4th place. We're inside the 1 second, just about.
You can use energy.
I want to get him on the Wellington if I can.
Last lap.
This is season 4, Anthony. There's the attempt. It's done. We're through. My Oscar's much better than your Oscar. I've trained my Oscar very, very intensely.
Back off.
They're going to be in formation flying across the line here. Do I want to swap Oscars? Hell no. I've had to work really hard to get my Oscar to this level. I'm keeping him. And there we go. What a result in the end. 3rd and 4th. Disappointing that we dropped out of the hunt for the win. But what a fight back from Oscar. Gained 10 places. Started 14th. Finished in 4th. And that is more points. 15 for Mick. 12 for Oscar. And a bonus point for the fastest lap. So that is another 28 points tonight. Norris will get 18 for 2nd. Tsunoda will get 6 for 7th. They'll get 24 points. We'll outscore McLaren again, so we'll close the gap to them. We won't outscore Red Bull. 25 points for Max. 10 for Charles Leclerc. That's 35 points. They just outscore us. But Ferrari only getting 1 point. So that gap that we have gets even bigger. And no points for Aston Martin either. So we are really consolidating 3rd place. And we are closing on 2nd.
Mick Schumacher's drive, definitely worthy of praise today.
That was an excellent performance. They set out with a great strategy and it paid off with an impressive podium finish.
A great display of team spirit there, as everyone finally gets the chance to share this moment. And it really comes as no surprise to see the Schumacher name up in lights.
They're going to need a new shell for this race, a third trophy for them this year.
Well, we might be in Britain, but our podium finishers won't be celebrating with a cup of tea tonight. They'll be staying true to Formula One tradition.
I'm getting pissed, yeah.
And down there in the Alpha Tauri garage, Karun, what would they be making of that race, do you think?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And here in Silverstone, the weekend now draws to a close.
Next round, we're moving on to an exhilarating circuit. Formula One will be taking to the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix,
where we should have a brand new suspension as well. There we go then, confirmation of the final result. Max just, again, on another level tonight. But what a great fight back from Oscar there. Up 10 places to finish in 4th. It's another podium for Mick, his 3rd of the season. Our 5th race where we have a podium finish. So we just need one more podium finish in the remaining 12 races. 13 races? 12 races. In the remaining 12 races, one more podium finish and we achieve our long-term objective, which runs out at the end of next season. So huge progress for us. A mighty fight back from Sonoda. Look at that, up 13 places to finish in 7th. Good fight back from Ocon, up 7 places. Magnussen dropping down 4, but stays in the points. 2 more points for Williams there. George just sneaking in and getting a point for Ferrari. Big disappointment for Gasly, starting strong, but just falling away for sure with a good race as well. Up 6 places. Bad race for Zhou, down 8. And then what a disaster for Haas. Just constant lockups. Just absolutely destroying their tyres. Really bad brake cooling, I'm guessing, on that Haas. We'll have a look afterwards. Let's have a look at the driver's standings. Max stretching his lead a little bit further now over his teammate. Charles was looking so strong at the start of the season, but the pendulum has definitely swung towards Max. And he now has a 30-point lead over his teammate. Norris moves above Oscar into 3rd place, but only by 4 points. It's still very close there. And Mick closes in on Sonoda. So he is now just 9 points behind the other McLaren. In the Constructors' Championship, you see Red Bull with 35 points stretching their lead. They are now 163 points clear of McLaren. It's already looking like Red Bull are going to take the title again. But look at the gap between us. We closed them down by 4 points. We are now just 13 points behind McLaren and 117 points ahead of Aston Martin, who failed to score a single point tonight. So we are looking pretty secure right now in 3rd place and definitely in with a shout of taking 2nd. Let's see how the pit stops changed for us. Fastest stop for Charles Leclerc and a good stop for Max as well. 1st and 3rd for Red Bull. Ferrari in 2nd, taking more points away from us. Oscar gets the 4th fastest stop and Mick's down in 10th. So not a good scoring round for us, but we do still have a big lead. That will obviously come down a bit. And there you can see just 13 points for us, 40 for Red Bull. All of a sudden, that big healthy gap that we had coming down just a little bit. It's inside double digits now. So we have a gap of, I'll do some quick mental maths, 85? 95 points. And Ferrari in 3rd are a long way off. So not worried about them. Mercedes still in 4th place, picking up another 8 points. Alpine move above McLaren. What's going on with McLaren's pit crew this season? You know, they've been very, very good. Not championship winning, but very good over the last couple of seasons. But they seem to have slipped a bit this year. Alpine moving up above them now. Still no points down there for Aston or Alfa Romeo, and Williams and Haas still yet to get off the mark at all. Then you see our pit stops, a couple of 2.4s and a 2.5. Not great stops, it has to be said. You know, our crew is definitely capable of more. Maybe they're just getting a little bit of fatigue. We'll see. We've got a little break now before the Hungaroring, so hopefully we'll be a little bit quicker at that stopping at that circuit. Driver cards. Let's see. 3 successful overtakes, 4 failed for Mick. 4 successful defences, 4 failed. The one stop just didn't work because of the temperature of those hard tyres just kept dipping, which meant we couldn't save them to push them later, which was a bit of a shame. But still, it's a podium. It's our 5th podium finish of the season. As I say, we just need one more now to get the long-term objective done. And what a fight back from Oscar. 17 successful overtakes, 10 failed, 5 successful defences, 4 failed, and 10 places gained. Fantastic stuff. And of course, we got a little bit of running in with Ollie as well to help boost his development. As far as the sponsors go, we paid out $2.5 million for a new ERS unit. Sponsor goals, though, not so good. We got the finish position streak, which is good. We got the fastest lap, and we got both cars into Q2. But we failed the quali streak, unfortunately, that we just started. So that's a huge penalty, unfortunately. We also failed to get both cars into Q3, and we failed to get both in the top 10. But again, not our fault. We were blocked in both Q2 and Q3. So, yeah, not great. Not great. Bit of a shame. Oh, no, sorry, blocked twice in Q2 with Oscar. Of course, he didn't make it into Q3, did he? We do actually lose a little bit from our sponsor base rate, thanks to those failures. But we still come out with 2.7, so we get some cash. And we'll have enough to buy a new gearbox for Oscar as well. Alright, there is the new suspension. Let's get that straight into manufacturing. We want 2 of those. If I rush them, it's expensive, but we'll have them on the car. What's it going to give us in terms of a boost? It's going to take a little bit of weight out of the car. It's going to improve our medium speed cornering. Only going to cost us an extra 300 grand. Yeah, we'll rush 2, and then we'll just normal manufacture the rest. We're about to potentially lose the wind tunnel. Let's make sure we get a research project in first of all. Suspension will be affected, and we've yet to do a project on them. So let's get them sorted. Just drop those down a little bit to try and increase the benefit on the downforce. And just 1 engineer. Look at that cost cap remaining. It's not much, is it? Already. We haven't even reached the mid-season break yet. Anthony thinks I'm going to be looking at the title next season. I think we're still a little way off that at the moment, but if we can get ourselves in the mix for wins on a bit more of a regular basis, that will be a step forward. Car inspections. Let's see, we need to put a new front wing on, a new underfloor. Side pods are going to go on the next Grand Prix. Let's take a look at Oscar's car. Need to change out the chassis. And the underfloor. Oh, wow, I've got no spare underfloors left. Let's make a couple more of those. Still good on other parts for now, although I could probably do with another front wing. I've got more rear wings coming. So let's make a couple more front wings. There we go. Right, let's take our inbox. We've just done car inspection. Joseph Hubner gets the win. And Gabriele Mini is on the podium for the 2nd race in a row. My dark horse starting to come good. Where did he do in the sprint? There he is, 6th in the sprint. And third in the race. So he is starting to score some points. My dark horse. Let's see where he is in the standings now. He's up to 7th. And I said he might finish in 3rd place. Well, he's going to struggle, I think, to catch up with Veronica. But who knows? He's definitely in contention to move up to 5th. He's not that far away. We'll keep our eye on him, see what he does. Ben's contract is coming to an end at the end of this season. Still not sure whether to try and re-sign him because he wants a lot, or whether to make a swoop for Marcus Dudley at the end of the year. We'll play that one by ear. Might be time to get a new engineer in, possibly. So let's advance time a little bit. Still waiting on that email from... this might be it. Waiting on the email about the wind tunnel. Oh no, it's an F1 in Schools invitation. We are going to not attend that this year. And that is the end of the month, start of a new month. So we've got some more cash from the board, 8.5 mil. There's our car performance. That's not too bad, is it? That's not too bad at all. Our dirty air performance is looking pretty good. 5th, 1st and 2nd. I like that. Alright. Finances went over that. Board. They have high confidence in us still. Let's see what they thought of the last race. They should be delighted. And they are. That's excellent stuff. Look at that. Delighted in every race since Baku. That's so much of a contrast to how we were looking last season, which was just disappointed everywhere. Still failed on the 2025 objective, but as you can see, the long-term objective of points contender, that is now just one podium away from completing that, and that would be amazing if we can get that. Finances, they're still a little grumbly. We had some debt in February and in April. But we are certainly getting on top of things. It's just got to hope now that we don't run out of cash in the cost cap before the end of the season. Let's have a look at June in F1. Haas unveiled a new suspension. Obviously, they forgot to put cooling ducts on the brakes on that suspension because they were just locking up all over the place at Silverstone. And they are apparently working on a new underfloor as well. Ferrari, below where they expected to be. They need to just pull their finger out, is what Freddie Vasseur is saying there. Let's see how our drivers developed over the month of June. 2 points in defending for Mick, a point in braking, and a point in smoothness for Oscar. And Ollie Behrman gets a point in braking, a point in adaptability, and a point in accuracy. Excellent month for Ollie there. Let's get our pit crew training done. So, let's have a look. Some good focus on skills. There we go. A little bit of car building as well. And let's push them on the Sunday as well. Yeah, I can go another day. Okay. And then we won't have any training between Hungary and Spa. And then we get our mid-season break. I'm going to schedule a lot of training. There we go. So that's our training planned in for July. And as you can see, we're now getting our mistake chance down to below 10%. That's really good. It means we can stop. Well, we can, well, not say we stop, but we can start to focus more on things like car building and fitness training. Now that we're getting those skills into really solid numbers. I don't know, maybe we'll keep pushing what we're doing. It seems to be working. Maybe it's best not to change the plan too much. Alright, let's check our facilities. Race sim is still okay, but it's about to break. It's so close to going. Car development wise, our factory's starting to look a little ropey. An upgrade would be nice, but it's an expensive upgrade. And of course it will bump up our monthly expenditure as well, which is money out of the cost cap. Everything's okay operationally. We're still 24 days away from the weather centre, so we're looking at getting that up and running in time for Zandvoort, which will be nice because that is certainly a circuit that can be a bit temperamental weather-wise. Everything's okay there. Let's check our inbox. Telling us about suspensions. Yeah, we know about that. Here we go. This is the email I've been waiting for. Have we got a problem? It's a catastrophic fault. Well, design projects are shut down for 18 days. But I don't know if that's going to affect our research or not. Let's keep an eye on those days there. So 22, 36, 31, 35. That's an expensive fix, though, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not affecting the research projects. That's good. So they will still continue without delay. That's good. Right. Regulation changes for next season. Taking this into consideration, we are proposing new sporting regs for 2027. As a way to reward teams for performing well, we believe that wind tunnel and CFD testing limits should be based on championship position. Again? They're already pretty heavily stacked for the top teams, aren't they? Or did we lose some, actually? We might have lost some. It won't show me last season's. Okay, never mind. So, do we say yes? I think we do. Let's see how the rest of the grid decides. We won't get that result till after Hungary, I don't think. Spare rear wings are done. Spare front wings are done. So we've now got 6 rear wings, 6 front wings. That's excellent news. Suspensions are done. Now we need to make some spares at a normal pace. And there we go. We are ready for the Hungarian Grand Prix, which is tomorrow night's race, with potentially slightly different audio. As I say, new headset arrives tomorrow. We'll be testing that out in terms of what the audio quality is like for broadcasting. So if I do sound a little different, that'll be why. But yeah, another strong result tonight. Not quite the result I was hoping for, but given where Oscar started, to finish third and fourth is a pretty strong achievement, I think, and much needed points. As you can see, we are just 13 points now behind McLaren. We are edging our way into the picture for second place in the standings. We only need fifth, but we are getting very close. We are 120 points clear of Ferrari now, considering we were very close. Yeah, we were behind them just a few Grand Prix ago. We've been on a bit of a tear in the last few races, and our march up the standings has shown that, and I couldn't be happier. Just not quite there in terms of fighting for the wins consistently. Not quite, but if we can fight for podiums consistently this season, and then next season push on and fight for wins a bit more consistently, that will definitely be a marked improvement and move us that little bit closer to our long-term targets of winning the Constructors' Championship and making Oscar a Drivers' World Champion. We're getting there, slowly but surely. 4.5 years, but we are getting there. So we'll see how Hungary goes, and then Spa, and then after that we've got the second half of the year where we'll have probably very little developments. And so we might start to drift back down the order again as our development ceases, but that is purely because of the financial problems we've got coming up. We've had to spend a lot of money on emergency purchases through both of our cars being smashed up consistently. 7.5 mil has been spent so far on emergency purchases. In fact, no, nearly 8 million. It was 3.4. No, yeah, just under 7 million. 3.4 mil in 2 weekends in a row in emergency purchases for replacement parts. Plus, we've got powertrain parts coming on for Oscar as well, which reminds me, let's buy that new gearbox. We still are going to need another engine. We haven't used that one yet, so we can't go ahead and buy it. I'm going to try and hold off on the engine if I can, but I just don't think we can. That's a very expensive purchase. Plus, it takes a huge chunk out of our quite low remaining funds in the cost cap as well. So yeah, we may just have to bite the bullet on that one and just struggle with the engines that we've got. Not sure, but yeah, that's the end of tonight's race. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a good one. Hopefully we can keep this form going in Hungary, and then maybe even Spa as well. I'm a little concerned that by the time we do get to Monza, our current package is going to be a little outdated compared to the rest of the grid. But if it's not, and we're still fast, and we've still got a mighty DRS, we've got a genuine chance, I think, of fighting for the win at Monza. So we'll see how we go. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more F1 Manager very soon.